This is week 5 of my 3-month challenge to grow my YouTube channel. Each week, I'm breaking down the numbers. I'm talking about what's working, what's not working, and then I look forward to the next week and discuss the things that I'll be adjusting. So without keeping you waiting, we're going to jump right in. Let's get into week 5. So what did I post this week? This week, I managed to post 2 videos. In prior weeks, I think I averaged about 1 in the last couple of weeks. But this week, I got 2 videos in. So I was very happy about that. And I almost got 3 videos in. If you look here, you can see that there's 1 video that's showing up. However, this video was posted on the very last day of the 7-day period that I was looking at. Once I started uploading it and it was actually published, that was into the next day. So I was right there in that window. In this view, it's showing as if it's still within the 7-day view. But when I look at the content tab, for example, in YouTube Studio, it's showing up on the following day. So I think I'm accepting that this video didn't post within this 7-day period that I'm tracking now as week 5, but it fell into the following week. But I was very close with my stretch goal for 3 videos. So maybe next time, maybe for next week. In addition to the videos, I also posted 1 community post. And that community post was the same time I posted my second video for the week. So it was on that same day. So here you can see the 2 videos I posted. This first one here was episode 3 of my challenge. And then the second video was called, Is It Too Late to Start YouTube? Watch this. So those are the 2 videos that I posted this week. In terms of the things that I experimented with this week, you can see for both of these thumbnails, they were both outside. And that's one of the things that I mentioned in prior weeks that I wanted to get back to. I really wanted to switch up my location, get beyond just creating talking head videos, and especially get back outside. So when I first started this channel, it was nice weather. I filmed some of those videos outside, walking around, hiking, and there was just a different energy of being in movement, being in motion while filming. And I've missed that during the winter time. So I was really excited to get back and actually get outside, enjoy the weather, enjoy nature, and filming in a more natural, organic environment. And I think even more of my personality came through in those videos because I was moving around and really just interacting with nature and things that were around me. Also in these thumbnails, I talked about in prior videos how I wanted to experiment a little bit, have more movement, have more motion, and even change the text in my thumbnails. So I had a chance to do that and bring that forward for these couple of videos. So let's look at some of the metrics for this week. This week I had 201 in terms of views. This was a little less than last week. Last week I had 213 views. So this was a decrease of 6% compared to the prior 7 days. And in terms of watch time hours, I had 10.3 hours. This one actually increased compared to last week. Last week it was 9.7 hours. And so this was a total increase of 6% over last week. And in terms of subscribers, I had 6 subscribers, which was an increase also. Last week I had 1 subscriber. And so this was a total increase of 500% compared to last week. Now, if we look at some of the additional metrics here, you can see that for impressions, I had 5,865. And this was a decrease compared to last week because last week I had 6,775 for impressions. And for click-through rate, I had 2.4% this past week. And in the prior week, it was 1.9%. It was great to see that move in the right direction here. For average view duration, I had 3 minutes and 7 seconds. And this one was an increase as well compared to last week. Last week it was 2 minutes and 47 seconds. For average percentage viewed, I had 29.7%. This was, again, another increase compared to the prior week. The prior week was at 25.7%. Out of the top performing videos here, you can see that this video, Is It Too Late to Start YouTube? Watch this. This video was the highest performing video during the week. So what worked well this week? Here you can see some of my top performing content for the week. The very first one here, this video, Is It Too Late to Start YouTube? Watch this. This video had 46 views. It had 2 minutes and 29 seconds for average view duration. And then for average percentage viewed, this one had 35.5%. So that told me that people were watching this video and watching a good amount of the video, which I'm happy to see. Again, my overall goal in terms of average percentage viewed is getting into that 30 to 40% range. So this was right at that midpoint. So I was happy to see that. The next video here, how to grow on YouTube in 3 months. This was episode 3, and this was my second highest performing video. This one had 44 views, 3 minutes and 34 seconds in terms of the average view duration. And then for the average percentage viewed, this one was also over the 30% mark at 31.5%. The third one here is YouTube is not on easy mode. During this week, this one had 18 views and 4 minutes and 39 seconds for average view duration. And then for the average percentage viewed, this had a pretty high percentage here at 36.5%. And there are a couple more videos that I want to highlight also. Next is you should keep posting on YouTube even if nobody watches. This was my video covering my first 28 days on YouTube. And this one had a total of 11 views during the week and 2 minutes and 56 seconds for the average view duration, and then 33.7% for the average percentage viewed. And then the last one that I wanted to highlight is this video here, why you should start a YouTube channel even if nobody watches. And this video had 4 views. It had 4 minutes and 10 seconds for the average view duration, and it had 31.1% for the average percentage viewed. So based on these videos, what things seem to resonate this week? One is the video, YouTube is not on easy mode. This video, in terms of the average view duration and the average percentage viewed, these amounts were within the range that I wanted to see, even if the view by itself was not over the top. Same thing for the video, you should keep posting on YouTube even if nobody is watching. Even if it had a low view count, in terms of the average percentage viewed, that was within the range that I wanted to see. This was noteworthy to me this week because in the prior week, this video did not perform well. In the prior week, I noted this video as my lowest performing video. And I was especially disappointed because for many months, this has been my top performing video. And this week, it was good to see that it was reviving a bit and to see that the numbers are within some of the range that I would expect. Even if the view count itself is a little low, hopefully in future weeks, I can see that increase again. The next video that I think stood out and resonated is It's Not Too Late to Start on YouTube, which was a new video. And this one with the average percentage viewed that had a good, healthy 35.5%, which is right in the middle of the range that I have as my goal for this 3-month challenge. But for these videos in particular, what are some of the things that I think worked? Well, for YouTube is not on easy mode, I think this proves to be rich, evergreen content. Since I published this video, I've gotten good engagement, good feedback from audience members to say that they can relate to this content. So continuing to see it have high metrics and results here tell me that there's something about this video that people continue to relate to, continue to resonate with, and it's not just limited to a point in time. The nature of this video is discussing the difficulty of the YouTube journey. And this isn't something that's going to change right away. So whether someone is new and they're just starting a channel, or if they've already started their channel and they're somewhere along their journey, it's still not easy. For me, for you, every week that we step up and decide to do this, we realize and are reminded of how challenging it is to continue with the effort, be consistent, and create quality content. The next thing that stood out to me here is the video, You Should Keep Posting on YouTube even if nobody is watching. I was happy to see that this video was revived. Last week, it had low views. It was low across the board in terms of the different metrics. And that was quite shocking to me just because this video has been a top performing video for many months, many weeks. And so it was good to see that the metrics are coming back this week and it's within the range of what I would expect to see. And hopefully in future weeks, it continues in this same direction where this video picks up again. I think the nature of this video also lends itself to evergreen content. When I made this video, I was only a month into my YouTube journey. So the things I was learning, the enthusiasm around it, the overall encouragement in the video, I think that's something that's going to continue to resonate with audiences as YouTube puts this video in front of more people and more people watch the video. For my new video, Is It Too Late to Start YouTube? Watch this. I think the overall encouragement, enthusiasm of the video combined with where I was filming, again, being outside, feeling free, being able to express myself. I think that's something that resonated. I got feedback from the audience that this video was encouraging. So I think it landed well in terms of the emotional appeal. As new audiences discover this video, I hope they continue to find it valuable. I hope they continue to find aspects of this video that resonates with them and, of course, inspires and encourages them. Now, for what didn't go well this week. Although my video, you should keep posting on YouTube even if nobody watches, although I got some metrics that were doing better than the prior week, the views itself were still pretty low, definitely lower than what I've seen in months for the average. So that's something that's definitely disappointing, and hopefully I can see that turn around in future weeks. The other thing that didn't go so well for me was How to Grow on YouTube in 3 months, episode 3. Although this was decent in terms of the average percentage viewed, it was 31.5%. Overall, I thought the engagement was a little lower than I would expect. Because this is a series and now this was me posting the third one, I thought having a series would set some expectations with my audience to let them know that this is happening, have them tune in, come back to see what the update is. But I haven't seen that traction so far. But hopefully in coming weeks, as I continue to share more around this challenge and I create more videos, hopefully there's some excitement that this can generate on my channel and get my audience anticipating what's next, to follow the journey, be interested in how it's going, and to tune in, watch the videos, and engage with them. So some other observations from my channel this week. Although I posted 2 videos, which was more than I did in the prior couple of weeks when I posted 1 video, and I also had a community post in the mix, I didn't see that much pickup in terms of the overall engagement and views and hours on my channel. You can see here that things picked up once I published the first video, and shortly after that, there was a decrease again. Once I posted the second video for the week, a little bit more of an increase. And then you can see a sharp downturn here to close out the week relatively low again, similar to where it started. So this is another week of seeing an overall slowdown in my channel. I talked about this in the prior videos in this challenge. So I'm curious as to what's going on. It's not the fact that I am not posting, because I've posted videos for each of the weeks. And in this case, I've posted 2 videos. So I really would expect to see some more traction, some more growth on the channel. So it really leads me to believe that there's something else that's going on here, something that might be a little more systemic. Maybe it's the algorithm. Maybe it's an overall change on YouTube, but I do think there's something going on. I don't think it's just my content. If you notice something about my content that could be causing some of this, I would love to know down in the comments. But I really do think that there's something going on, especially because the views that I see, the number of impressions, like all of these things seem to be pretty consistent across these past couple of weeks and for each of the videos. So it's very curious to me that every single video would be performing right around the same range. So I definitely want to better understand what's going on. So what am I adjusting for the upcoming week? I definitely want to get to the bottom of what's going on with my channel, what's causing what looks like an overall slowdown that's not unique to any one video, but seems to be consistent across the board. I plan to do some investigation and see what else I can learn so I can make changes that are within my control to do something. In the meantime, I want to continue to focus on my quality content, looking for topics to create videos that will resonate with my audience. Since I've gotten back to it now with the videos this week, I want to continue with varying up my locations with filming and make it a much more organic experience. So hopefully that's something that will be fun for my audience, but also fun for me too, as I get to be outside and explore and have more of an adventure alongside creating content. I'll continue experimenting again with my thumbnails and looking to see what else I can do to make them interesting and intrigue people to be curious about the videos and actually click to watch them, because we know that thumbnails, your titles, those things are very important when it comes to converting people who actually see your videos to watching them. I'll continue with the community posts again as another way to engage my audience, give updates, share what's going on. I also plan to continue to use keywords so I can help my content be discovered. And lastly, I'll continue to look for ways to be more strategic with the content that I'm creating, what will resonate with my audience, and overall to get some more momentum and traction on my channel. So the big thing again for me for this upcoming week is to get into detective mode and do some research to understand what could be going on with my channel. And as I gather that information, come up with a plan as to what I can do to turn things around. As always, the purpose of this video and this 3-month challenge is to build consistency, improve my content, and share the journey while it's happening. If you're on a similar YouTube journey, I would love to know. Let me know down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Watch another video while you're here. Subscribe, and I can't wait to see you next week.